Diablo tattoos at our Hell's Inc. events, including me. And so, you know, Necro-Main for life. So, you know, we talk a lot about the last BlizzCon 4 years ago, and back then, you know, the Diablo community was hungry for even more experiences in that dark, gothic place caught between the high heavens and the burning hells, a little place we call Sanctuary. And in that time, I've been very fortunate to work with some of the best developers in the industry, people who love Diablo as much as the rest of us. And it was their passion and dedication to this universe that released a great new Diablo game every year for the last 3 years. Diablo 2 Resurrected brought the return of the classic that helped define the genre. Remastered. I love Diablo 2. So it was remastered for a new generation now for PC and console. And Diablo Immortal brought Sanctuary to mobile for the first time, bringing millions of new players into our universe. In fact, you might not know this, but 60% of Diablo Immortal players have never played a Diablo game before. So we really welcome them to our universe. And then, of course, there's Diablo 4. Now, it was that kind of excitement that made it the biggest launch in Blizzard's history. And it means so much to the team to see how you've embraced it. You know, we've played over 1.5 billion hours together so far. And it's your love for the game that drives us. Thanks to you, we've made a lot of changes over the last 5 months. In fact, our patch notes for Season of Blood, our second season, were over 14,000 words long, because that is how much our community has influenced and will continue to influence the evolution of Sanctuary. And if you haven't yet made that leap into the darkest Diablo story ever told, now is the perfect time to pick your class, build your character, join Phil Spencer, and see what the hell it's all about. And with that, I'd like to introduce Diablo 4's 2 production directors. They help lead the teams who are building everything we do today and everything moving forward. Please welcome Tiffany Watt and Chris Wilson.
Hey, BlizzCon. The last time I was on stage, I was helping to announce Diablo 4. To be here today with all of you is so awesome.
The launch was incredible. We're really excited to be here today to share what's coming next. But first, let's highlight some of the player feedback that's in Season of Blood today. So many of you have told us that you wanted more in-game activities. So we've given you a couple this season. One now, and another coming early next month. So live now is our new boss ladder. This is a series of additional boss fights from level 55 to 100 that will also see the return of our kind of gross but farmable and rewarding friend Duriel, who you can go after for Uber Uniques that everybody's been sieging for. And with those new bosses dropping both Uniques and Uber Uniques at a much higher rate, and even dropping some special cosmetics, you're going to want to make your way to level 100 so you can fight them all. So in the Season of Blood, we've rebalanced the end game, letting you get to level 100 about 40% faster than in Season 1.
I know I've been taking advantage of that experience boost, and I have 2 characters in Season 2 already. Of course, all that leveling is about getting that amazing loot. So we've also changed how item power works. We've raised the power cap, and it's now more closely tied to the level of monster you defeat to get it. The more challenging the fight, the better the loot. There's still lots of work to be done with reworking itemization. In fact, it's one of our highest priorities. But this, along with upgrades to some of our unique items, is a great first step. So please keep that feedback coming. Now let's talk about quality of life. Here's a few improvements that came directly from you. All of your renown rewards now carry over season to season and from the Eternal Realm. Additional character slots. We added 2 this season, so you can create even more characters and try different builds. A targeting dummy has been added to Kiovishad so you can test those builds before you run into the butcher. searching and filtering your stash is now possible, and your stash is now available in every town in Sanctuary. World bosses appear almost twice as often, so you can die almost twice as often. And we've also freed up some inventory space by making gems a crafting material to make even more room for those uber uniques. Those are just a few of the new additions already in the game, but we're not done with Season of Blood yet.
In fact, starting next week, we'll introduce 5 unique class-specific rings that will let you relive some of the fun from Season of the Malignant. That's right, Necromancers. Once again, corpses will automatically do your bidding just by being in your presence. Then on December 5th, we'll also be adding an enchanting preview to the Occultist. So this will allow you to see which affixes are possible before you spend your hard-earned gold. It's just another way to give you even more control over making just the right build for the challenge at hand. Also on December 5th, as promised, we'll have another exciting new in-game activity, a 6-week event called Abattoir of Zir. It's a highly replayable pinnacle experience designed for players who have reached level 100, slain Uber Duriel, and mastered all of the other challenges that Season of Blood has to offer. Those who survive will attain a paragon glyph constructed of the Vampire Lord's very own blood. But beware, Abattoir of Zir starts difficult and only gets harder. And of course, as we near the end of Season of Blood, it'll be holiday time, not only here, but in Sanctuary as well. Our first ever holiday event, Midwinter Blight, starts on December 12th. For 3 weeks, we're going to transform the Fractured Peaks into a winter terror land, and it'll bring a whole new meaning to the word sleigh ride. Yeah. And be sure to keep your eyes peeled for a mysterious red-cloaked terror.
Nothing is as terrifying as Chris's puns, but I will be sure to check out Midwinter Blight. From there, we are on to Season 3. We can't go into too much detail now, but with the endgame being so important, let's talk about leaderboards. We're creating a whole new type of weekly challenge dungeon called the Gauntlet, where the heroes of Sanctuary can compete for their class ranking against their friends, their clan, or anyone in the world. Watch out, Mikey Bora, I am coming for you. At the end of each week, the heroes with the highest rank will be added to the Seasonal Hall of Ancients, where their name and build will live on. So, that's a quick look at where we are today. And while the live game is our #1 priority right now, we have a separate Diablo 4 team that's been working hard on our next chapter. So how about a little teaser? It's super early, but as we look to expand on the story we started in Diablo 4, we're going to take you somewhere even darker, where hatred's influence continues to consume Sanctuary.
We have each played a part in what has happened here. You abdicated your choice to this child. And with every step she takes, I grow stronger. There will be no salvation in the light.
Vessel of Hatred is Diablo 4's first expansion. Its campaign will continue the dark tale that began in Diablo 4 as we learn the fate of the prime evil Mephisto and his demonic plans for Sanctuary. To do that, we'll be visiting a region new to Diablo 4 and a fan favorite from Diablo 2. The lush jungles known to outsiders as Torajan, but known by the locals as Nahantu. With this new story set in a mysterious new region comes new ways to play, new evils to vanquish, and, of course, a completely new class never seen before in the Diablo universe. Vessel of Hatred releases late next year, and we cannot wait to share more about it this summer.
Now, before we leave, we want you to know that it's your passion that drives us. Your feedback will continue to help us evolve and improve the Diablo 4 experience for years to come. We couldn't be more excited about our future, and we hope that you are too. Our team has put in a lot of hard work, and we love seeing your love for this game. So please join us tomorrow. We have a special Diablo 4 campfire panel where we'll be sharing more details about the expansion, deeper dive on some of the upcoming game changes, and we'll also have a special Q&A session to close it out. So enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you, and we'll see you in Sanctuary.
Go buy World of Warcraft, install it on your computer, and join the online sensation before we all murder you.
All right then.
Welcome to the world of Warcraft.
I'm William Shatner, and I'm a shaman.
I'm Mr. T, and this is my night elf mohawk.
T, there's no such thing as a night elf mohawk.
Shut up, fool!
This role-playing game where heroes like Leroy Jenkins do battle.
Leroy Jenkins!
That would be the world of Warcraft.
You're a player in the NFL, but what you're most proud of is that you've rated third nationally in dungeon progression.
I mean, it was perfect. That was fire.
For the Alliance!
For the Horde! For Azeroth!
Ready to work.
Please welcome the General Manager of Warcraft, John Haidt.
And thank you. And we are ready to work. Anybody here for Warcraft today? Yeah! Big shout out to the Warcraft teams. They are so happy to be here today. We have so much cool stuff to show you. So give it up for my Warcraft teams. Can you believe that almost 30 years ago, a dispute between orcs and humans led to one of the longest running fantasy adventures in video game history? Right? Generations of players have called Azeroth home. Teenagers that first played Warcraft when it was released, I know you're out there, are now parents. Right? Raising new heroes to take on the raids and battlegrounds of this timeless adventure. It's those shared stories of Azeroth, both in-game and out, that make up this universe. Today is a great day for Warcraft. This is the beginning of a bold new chapter that will take us through the next 3 decades and beyond. Oh yeah. With a variety of games to entertain you, we welcome everyone to find your community. Okay, Alliance. Just practice. We're going to give you a chance to do it a little louder later. Throughout the taverns of Azeroth, tall tales of adventure are retold through the whimsical and clever card play of Hearthstone. Yeah. I like to imagine humans and orcs getting together, showing off their collections, and boasting of their deeds. But in the basements of those same taverns, they're playing a new game, Warcraft Rumble. Yeah. Me too. Which puts the battlefields